is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Team G.O.D. I know I keep changing the channel name. Things keep happening. Developments have been going through, and we officially have like a team for Dragon Ball Super tournaments and stuff like that. We are Team G.O.D, Team God of Destructions. So that's what we're going to be going as from now on. If it changes again, I'm sorry, but that's just kind of how it is at the moment. So yesterday, or a couple of days ago, my teammate posted his deck profile on Broly U6. He's also recorded a profile for Demigra. He's going to be posting that pretty soon, probably maybe tomorrow after this video comes out. So you'll be on the lookout for that. And so this is the deck I'm probably going to end up taking to PPG next week. I was playing Broly, a green-yellow Broly, and I ended up switching back to the Frieza leader because I decided that the Frieza leader is better than the Broly leader, honestly. I think the Broly leader itself is the better leader. Like, the yellow Broly is probably the best leader in the game, in my opinion. But for this deck and for this format, this leader just has so much more defensive capabilities, being able to untap your energy every turn. And it's a leader ability, so cards like the Cunning card don't affect you. The cards like Kami or Borgos, they do affect you, so you gotta be careful with that, but not really too worried about it, in all honesty. So let's go ahead and get into the profile. This is the Frieza leader, in case you guys haven't seen him before. He's very old. I think he's from like set 1, set 2, something like that. Very, very old. And so his activate main is that once per turn, you can choose any Frieza's army card in your battle area, and then put it to the drop area. You're not going to KO it. You're placing it in the drop area. Draw 1, restand 1 energy. And that's it for the turn. He doesn't draw any cards, only he swings or anything like that on the front side. And then, Awaken when life is at 4 or less, draw 2. Really good for this deck. Hand advantage is like amazing in this deck. Ultimate form Golden Frieza on the back. His activate main, pretty similar. Choose one of your Frieza's armor cards in the battle area, place it in your drop area. Again, not KOing. You draw 1 and untap 2 this time. And then also you do draw a card when you swing on this side. So really, really good for hand advantage. This deck, honestly, on the turn that you awaken, you're drawing like a good 4, 5, 6 cards, honestly, if you do everything correctly. And the hand advantage is just crazy in this deck. I always have a decent sized hand, like 10, 11, 12 cards up until the end of the game when I'm ready to go for game and drop combo and everything like that. So very, very good leader for this deck. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the green cards because we are playing green-yellow. Let's go ahead and get into the green cards first. This is a very important card in the deck, Infernal Emperor Frieza. 1 drop 10k auto. When you play this card, choose up to 1 card in your life, add it to your hand. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. You want to just play a 10k and then pop it with your leader ability to get rid of it, draw a card and restand energy. You can always do that as well. A really good play to do with this guy is to activate Frieza's Call. And then Frieza's Call will bring out the 2-drop Frieza, which you guys will see later. And once you bring out the 2-drop Frieza, you can activate leader ability, sending that 2-drop Frieza to the drop area, drawing a card and restanding an energy. The 2-drop Frieza ability will activate, allowing you to take a life and then play a Frieza card from your hand, and you can play this guy, and then you can also take another life on that. So it kind of just helps you turbo your awakening. You can just take 2 cards out of your life. It really just helps you with your card advantage. So very necessary card. Definitely would want to run it at 3. Then we're running 4 Paragus. This is your Broly searcher. He's a top 5 searcher for any Broly card. His second auto only works if you have a green Frieza's army leader, which unfortunately we don't have. But his second auto would be definitely broken, and this card would be way more expensive if this Frieza leader was green. And then we're running 4 Chilai, Frieza 4 Soldier. She's just a tap 1, draw 1, really, really good card. When you play her, draw a card, so you can play her off of Frieza's army or Frieza's Call, draw a card, and then pop her with your leader ability, draw another card, restand energy. Fantastic. She also does have another activate main where you can, for 2 energy, 1 green, you can choose up to 1 Frieza's army card with energy cost of 2 or less in your deck and play it. Does come up sometimes. If you guys want to run the other Chilai, that's a blocker, that's a combo you could do. I chose personally not to run it because it just wasn't consistent enough to continuously keep happening, but it's a very good play to do if you guys want to add that in there as well. So that's it for the green cards. These are the cards you're going to be using to combo with for your arrival plays. That's why there's not too many of them. You really only want to charge 1 green energy in this deck because you only need the 1, and then you really only want to charge you only want to need one of those guys for combo. So you don't really need to have too many green cards in the deck. I think the amount I have is totally fine. I haven't seen a problem with it so far. Then we have Frieza's Call at 4, definitely mandatory at 4. You're going to want to see this card. It facilitates a lot of your plays. It helps you get a Frieza's army onto the board so you can activate your leader ability and kind of keep retaining your advantage. The one Cold Bloodlust. If you're playing a Frieza's Army deck, you can play Cold Bloodlust. That's it. There's no other excuse for it. So that's it for those guys. And then for our negates, we have 3 Time Magic and 3 Flying Nimbus. These are the only really good yellow negates I could think of. You can up these a little bit if you want to. Do 4 Nimbus, 2 Time Magic, 4 Time Magic, 2 Nimbus. Is up to you. I like Nimbus a lot more because it really just shuts down your opponent's turn, and especially in this format when there's a lot of good aggro strategies like Baby. Shutting down their entire turn before they have a chance to kill you is really good because you're more of a stall control kind of deck. So you definitely don't want to get ran over really quick by a Baby or a U6 or a Demic or something like that. Then to continue with our extra cards here, 2 Wailing Spirit. This is your multicolor charge if you need to. It does also help you with your get out your 4-drop, which is your facilitator for all your plays. It's 2 energy, 1 green, 1 yellow. Play the 4-drop from your deck and then shuffle your deck, negating its autos, but there's no autos to negate, so it doesn't really matter. Other than that, like I said, good multicolor charge. When we get a green-yellow multicolor energy, that was already revealed in the new set, but once we actually get that green-yellow multicolor energy exhaust card, this will probably definitely come out for that to replace it. And then for super combos and stuff like that, 4 of the Jocko super combo. I know a lot of people are running the Dodoria super combo because it's a searchable one. The only problem I had with it is that in this format against Baby, having the 10k combo for free, even if you're not able to draw a card off of it, is really useful. Because if Baby's swinging at you really early, doing a lot of damage to you and you don't want to take it, that Dodoria super combo in your hand is a 0 super combo unless you're at 4 life. But at least with this Jocko, he's still a 10k even if you're at above 4 life. It's just that you don't draw a card. So that's why I decided to stick with him, just to be better at defense. And then 1 Champa, 1 Supreme Kai. No reason for the variety here. I just wanted to have 1 Champa, 1 Supreme Kai. Definitely really good to give one of your battle cards double strike. The only cards in your deck that do have double strike are the 9-drop Broly and the Fu that I'm running. That's really about it. So everything else that you bring out, if you want to apply double strike to it, apply some pressure, really good play. Next, let's go ahead and get into the yellow part of our deck here. So we have 2 Mutaido in the main board. This is a good card to side out against like Baby because Mutaido doesn't really do much to Big Ape, because as soon as you go to Mutaido, the Big Ape's effects is going to go off and minus anything on the board that was just played by 20k, including this. So as soon as he comes out, you kind of play him, he's going to get removed from the board and his effect's not going to go off. So good thing to side out against Baby, but against most other decks, that extra defense, being able to keep something tapped for the rest of the turn, fantastic. So that's it for that. This is the Frieza I was talking about, the 2-drop Frieza Malicious Streak. That really helps you with your combos when you're awakening. You definitely don't want to see him opening hand. You want to see Frieza's Call opening hand and the green 1-drop Frieza in your opening hand. That's what you really want to see in order to get, you can take 2 life on turn 1 and really just get closer to awakening. So really good. Other than that, if you ever see this guy, I charge him like almost immediately, or you can use him as a combo. But yeah, he's pretty much charge fodder other than that. Then we're going to get into the Broly chain. We have the 4-drop Broly. We have the 7-drop Broly. And we have the big one, the 9-drop Broly. This is the Broly chain, your bread and butter for the deck. A lot of people aren't playing the 9-drop. I think not playing the 9-drop is a crime. So what's the way the chain works is the 4-drop Broly comes out for 2 energy as long as there are 3 or more battle cards rested between you and your opponent. So your cards or their cards, as long as there's 3 total cards rested, he comes out for 2 energy, only 1 yellow. And then you can drop a card and choose 1 card on the field and choose one of your opponent's battle cards, and that card cannot be switched to active mode until the start of the next turn. This Broly here, you can evolve over to the 4-drop with just 2 yellow energy, or if there are 6 or more cards in rest mode, you can reduce the energy cost by 3, so he comes out for a 4 if you are not able to evolve. And then his ability is you can drop a card, choose one of your opponent's cards in general, leader card, energy, or battle card, and that card cannot be switched to active mode till the end of your next turn, or to the start of your next turn. And then the 9-drop here, 2 yellow energy to evolve over to the 7, or if you and your opponent has 8 or more cards in rest mode between you guys, you can reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 4, so he would come out for 5 if you are not able to evolve. And then once per turn, activate main. If your opponent has 3 or more energy, you can choose any card in rest mode and send it to the drop area after dropping a card. Really impactful. So a really fantastic play is whenever you evolve into this guy, If your opponent has 3 energy, you can choose one of the energy that's already in rest mode, keep it tapped, evolve for 2 into this man, drop another card, choose another energy that's already been tapped, not the same one, choose another one that's already been tapped and send it to the drop area. So now your opponent went from 3 energy to 1, and then when they go back to their turn, they're gonna have to charge and they'll only be at 2 energy instead of 4. So you really just kind of crippled them. Really, really good. Plus he's 35 double strike. The only problem I have with this chain is that they don't have barrier or deflect or anything like that, so there's not really much protection there. But they come out so easily that it really doesn't matter. I've had these guys bounce back to my hand plenty of times before by like a Kale or somebody's like Mutaedo them or whatever, and it really doesn't matter too much. You can bounce back from it, no problem. Next, one of the most important cards of the deck, the 6-drop green yellow Broly. Fantastic card. I like him better in the yellow Broly version because of his ability that whenever he's played, you can activate one of his effects, or if he's ever switched to active mode by a card effect, you can play one of his effects, but not a big deal. He's still really good in this deck either way. So what he does, he's an arrival green yellow, and then your ability is you can, when you play him, you can either tap a card and draw a card. So you can tap an energy, draw 1, tap a battle card, draw 1, tap a leader card, draw 1, doesn't matter. Or you can choose a card with an energy cost of any cost greater than or equal to your opponent's current energy and KO it, as long as it doesn't have barrier, obviously. That hits a lot of cards in the game, honestly. So pretty much anytime your opponent's like evolving or stuff like that, almost the entire baby chain is hittable with this. You're probably not gonna be able to get this out against baby very often, but their entire chain is definitely touchable with this because none of them have barrier except for the other alternate baby deck. So yeah, very, very important card. He's also, all these cards, all the Brolys are Frieza's army as well. So if you ever need to get rid of them to restand energy and stuff like that, with your leader ability, you can do that as well. And then lastly, I'm playing 2 Fu Shot and a Mystery. Nick, why are you playing 2? Because I am. Because these cards are broken. They finish the game really, really easily. As long as you get to 6 energy, you're gonna have 10 and drop, no problem. And you should be able to get to 6 energy, not a problem as well. In playtesting, with my friend who's playing U6, and as we all know, U6 is an extremely aggro deck. I was able to completely shut him down, keep him at 3 energy the entire game, Nimbused, Cold Bloodlusted, Mutaedo'd all his cards, and then ended up on turn 6 with these 2 guys on board, and he only had 2 life left. Once your opponent's down to that 2-3 life range, and you have these guys on the board, I also had this guy on the board as well. Once these are on the board, and your opponent's at like 2 or 3 life range, it is very easy to kill them at that point, and most of the time they just scoop because there's nothing they can do about it. Fu is coming out. The only way you can stop him is with a Cold Bloodlust or a Frost Deadly Poison. And if you know for a fact they don't have that or they don't have the energy open for that, there's nothing they can do about it, and you're gonna win that match. This is why I think this card is so important. It just really just seals in the deal that you're gonna win this game, and that's it. So I was able to do it against U6 pretty consistently. I was able to do it against Demigra as well. I was able to do it against Hachiak and locals, so I definitely recommend playing those in the main board. If you don't want to play them in the main board, I understand. I would at least play the 8-drop Fu in the main board if you're not going to play that one in the main board, because you're definitely going to want extra pressure for a Hachiak player, because the only card that you can really use to swing at them other than that would be your 9-drop Broly, if you choose to play him, because he can swing anytime he wants to against Hachiak. Once he swings, you can only swing with one more other battle card with energy cost of 7 or below against Hachiak, so you'd be only be able to swing with him and then like your 6-drop, I guess. But if you have the 8-drop on board, he has triple attack, so you're able to put in pressure that way. So that's it for the deck profile. I'm gonna go ahead and put up an image of the actual deck here in just a second, so that everybody can see it, because I know some people are wanting to see the deck itself. So if you guys wait till the end, it'll probably be there or somewhere like that, so you guys can see like a full list of everything I'm running. So go ahead and drop a like for me if you please. Leave a comment what you guys want to see next, any suggestions you guys have for the deck, anything you guys want to see on this channel, live duels. If you guys would like to see some live matches, I know I haven't posted one. They do take a little while to do and edit and commentary and stuff like that. So if you guys do want to see one though, let me know in the comments or on the Reddit or something like that. Just let me know and I'll see if I can get onto that. Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Catch you later. Peace.